This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, now last class we have been talking about event. We have seen how an event declaratively can be done, right? In LWC declarative event, we have also seen how to pass a single parameter, how to pass a multiple parameter. Today we will start LWC event programmatically. But before you go to the LWC event programmatically, we need to know few concepts called life cycle, or also called as hooks. These are called LWC hooks. LWC hooks. LWC hooks. What is an LWC hook? Right? Every component has a life cycle. Right? Every component, every LWC component has a life cycle. The first, creation. Whenever you go ahead and write a program, you execute the program, the framework creates the component. It creates the component in the virtual memory or in the server memory. Then it inserts the memory, it inserts the component from memory to DOM. After the component is available in HTML DOM, that means in your screen, then it refreshes the data. It refreshes the data. Once it refreshes the data, then it removes, when the component work is over, then it kills or removes from the DOM and the component vanishes or it dies. The way in human being, we take, when we, at the time of birth, we are infant. Then we became, babies, and then childhood, then teenage, then young age, then, adult age, then old age, and after that we die. This is the way any human being travels in his life. This is the human life cycle. Same way, every component also travels in this way. The first, right? Whenever you run a code, a component is created. Whenever a component is created, right, a constructor method get fired. Everybody knows this. A constructor is required for initialization, for passing a class variable, which we have did in my development classes, right? Apex development. Right. Now, whenever it's inserted, we every stage has one hook. These are called hooks. Hooks. Every stage will have one event available, one method available. Whenever, right, the component is inserted, we call connected callback. Whenever a component is refreshed, we call render callback. If there's any error, then we call error callback. Finally, to remove the when to be killed, we call disconnected callback. These are the hooks available, right? Write down. Start taking a notes. Start writing. LWC hook. LWC hook. Right? Bracket life cycle. Bracket life cycle. Write down. Right? Stages through which an LWC component passes. Stages through which an LWC component passes. LWC component passes from creation to destroy. From creation to destroy. From creation to destroy. From creation to destroy is called is called component life cycle, LWC component life cycle. Right, is called, right, component life cycle. Now, next point, right, method used in each stage of LWC life cycle, method used in each stage in LWC life cycle is called hook, is called hook. There are 5 hooks available. Okay, there are 5 hooks available. 5 hooks available. Right, write down whatever I'm copying in this way. Each stage has one hook, right? Component creation has constructor, insertion has connected callback, refresh has re-render callback, re-render callback, error, error callback, finally destroy. These are the hooks. Here is the stages. Each stage has hooks. This is the stage, right? Copy this. This is the first line is the life cycle stage. The second is the hook. Each stage has one hook. I believe everyone is clear. What is a hook? Yes.
Rupam, I have a small question regarding the
Tell me.
stage destroy. So actually, I'm trying to understand what the destroy actually do. Can you
Whenever
provide?
you whenever you click on the close button, or whenever in the dynamic component, we have creation of a component. In the lightning class, we have a creation of a component. And whenever you don't want the component, you want to remove the component, you destroy the component.
Okay.
Right? That's called killing. Right?
All right. So this destroy concept might, I mean, we might see that in multiple components, right? Like,
Right.
yeah. Okay.
Everywhere you can see. I mean, see, whenever sometime you keep the component active, sometime you close it. Right? Whenever you click close button, what happens actually? The destroy component is called.
Okay. Let's say I'm saying this scenario. Consider a component which is on account record page,
Mhm.
and the account record page is, I'm not refreshing that account record page, so the
Mhm.
component will not be destroyed, right?
No, it
Okay.
will stay as it is. As soon as you click on close button
Yeah.
on the top, then the destroy is called.
Gotcha.
Right? Mostly when you click on the close button, the cross button, the destroys are called.
Yeah.
Right? Perfect. Everybody has, right? In interview, they'll ask you, what is a hook? Hook is nothing but methods used in every stage of LWC component life cycle is called hook. How many hooks are there? What are the hooks have you used? We have 5 types of hooks available. Constructor, connected callback, re-render callback, error callback, disconnected callback. Which stage we use connected callback? Insertion. Which stage you use error callback? At the stage of error. If the component has encountered an error, right? That could be data error. That what type of errors could be there? That could be a data error. That could be component loading error. That could be a JavaScript, programming error, right? You might have made a mistake, in the programming. You might have forgotten a semicolon. You might have used it, some quotes. So all those comes under error. Whenever you want to refresh, either manually or automatically, then we call refresh callback. Whenever the component has to be inserted, then you called insertion callback, right? Whenever somebody clicks on it, that's a default constructor. That is already, it's there. We don't touch this disconnector, but we will see tomorrow's class. We'll use all this, right? Component destroy, right? I no more wants the component to be available or the component to work. In that case, I will go ahead and I'll destroy it. This is how it works, right? Every stage has, right? Perfect. That's good. That is what we have seen. Next, write down, right? Okay, right. Now, mainly we will focus here. Component creation stage. This is the most important stage because this is the place where all the components get created, and that is what we are writing the program, right? I told you disconnected phase will be automatic. If you click on it, disconnect will be called. If you, as the page load, automatically, right? Error callback will be called automatically, right? Refresh will be called. All those are automatically, right? Automatic the data populates. These are default nature of an lightning component. But creation is where we are, it's not a default. We have to create it. After a component creates, it can handle itself. So the most important stage is the creation stage. Write down. Now, what is the hook in the creation stage? Constructor. Write down. Constructor method fires when a component instance is created. There are some points are there. Constructor flows from parent to child. Constructor flows from parent to child. Right? Right? Next, whenever you're using this, mostly you see that inside the LWC we say this dot field name. Here, whenever you're using this, you have to use, right, super. Super, you know that. Super will touch what? The parent. This will touch the local, right? Whenever you're using this, it is mandate that you have to call super. Without calling super, you cannot use this if you're using a constructor. Super. The first statement must be super with no parameter. Whenever you're using a constructor, right, the first line should be super with no parameter, right? Next, do not use any return keyword in a constructor. Do not use any document.write, document.open. Constructor doesn't support. Only thing that you have to use is super, right? Here, constructor has a constructor keyword, right? The way in Apex, constructor is nothing but the class name, same as the class name. But here it's not like that. Here the constructor is a constructor keyword. Constructor is a constructor keyword, right? So let's go ahead and do this programming and see what exactly I am talking about. We'll do practically, right? I close it. I say close the folder. I look for your folder. Okay, this should be good. Right, perfect. LWC event, right. Now let's go ahead and write a program. Okay, perfect. close, close. Now, we are going to start today event programmatically. You have seen, right, how to create an event, how to dispatch event, how to handle event. Today, we will do the same thing, right, using not declaratively with the programmatically. Control Shift P, create a lightning web component, right? My VS code got activated. Perfect. It's creating a lightning web component. I will give LWC underscore 0603 0603 EG1 underscore event event, right? Event. I will say, okay, LWC event. LWC event, right? Rather than declaratively, I'll say programmatically, programmatically. Press enter, right? If you remember last class, creation and dispatch is same. There is no change in the creation and dispatch. It's only the way you handle, right, is changed, right? So the one which we created is where? Here it is. It came on the top. Perfect. Lightning, cart, title, title equals to, right? LWC event programmatically, right? Now, I will create a simple one. Lightning button, right? Label, fire. I'm creating a button with a name called fire. Whenever you click this button, on click, I'm calling a function called fire me. On click, I click a button called as fire. I click a function called as fire me. Perfect. Copy this function. I come to my JavaScript. There we go. Fire me. Event. Over. I've written fire me. I've written fire me. Right? I've written fire me. Perfect. In the child, we will fire the event. In parent, we will go and handle the event. So how to go ahead and create a dispatch an event? This dot dispatch event. In the bracket, we say new custom event. Last time I did that. I don't think that you need to get confused here. Inside this, give the event name. I will say, what is that? Right? P event. Name of the event is P event, programmatic event. Comma. Do you want to pass any data? Do you want to pass any data? It should be a right curly bracket. Detail. Yes, I want to pass a message. You can capture the message, and if you remember last class, we did multiple, I was showing you how to create an employee data to be passed. Multiple data can be passed. So you can use in a JSON format, key value format. So here I'm passing only one value. Hi, Rupam. Right, that's the value to be passed. That's the value to be passed. Perfect. Till here, everything is good. Whenever you click the button, immediately the function will be called. As soon as the function is called, right? And custom event will be created called P event with a message called as hi Rupam hi, and that the event will be dispatched. Then the event will be dispatched. Now Control Shift P, create a lightning component, LWC 0603 0603. Oh, today is exactly 1 month. We started this. No. We started on 2702. I can see. We started on 20th02. Oh no, we started on 14th. When did we started actually? 702. 702. Okay, right, fine. Right, 60603. Right, underscore. Right, LWC. Right, 0603 EG1 underscore. Right, LWCEVENT event underscore PROGRAMITICA programmatically underscore parent. I'm creating another component called as parent component. Parent. What do you want to do in the parent? In the parent, first call lightning card title equals to LWC event programmatically parent. Programmatically parent. Here I will call the component C colon, the one which we just created. Right, here it is. Right click, rename, come here, copy paste. Oh, sorry, what happened? Right click, rename, Control C, I come and copy paste. It got created. Right, perfect, perfect. Here I will not use on keyword. No on. If I use on keyword on P event, then it became declarative. This becomes declarative. This becomes declarative. I will not use anything. Right, perfect. Now I go to the JavaScript. Here we have to listen the event by ourselves. We have to listen the event by ourselves. Whenever you want to listen the event by yourself, right, at the time of loading the page itself, you have to, right, because it's a parent child, child parent, parent child. The first thing that you are going to do is called constructor. 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 Right, constructor. This is the way you have to write a constructor. Constructor. Right, constructor. Now you will understand. In the constructor, you will put super. First thing that you have to write super. In the constructor, the first thing that you have to write is super. Super. In the constructor, the first thing that you have to write is super. Then you can say that this dot template dot, right? You have to use a keyword called as add event listener. Add event listener. Add event listener. Whenever you're using a, right, whenever you're using a programmatical way, there is no on used. You have to use a keyword called as add event listener. Which event you want to listen? I want to listen the name of the event. What was the name of the event? P event. The name of the event is P event. I want to listen. Okay. After listening, what do you want to do? Okay. Agreed that there was an event occurred. Now tell me, what is your reaction? Right. There was a button was clicked called fire me. Okay. As soon as the button was clicked, an event was created and dispatched. Along with that, one value or message was also passed. Right. Now tell me, what do you want to do? Here you can say this dot handle me. Okay. This dot handle me. Where is the handle me? Here you have to write handle me. Handle me. Here you have to write handle me. Event. Here you have to write handle me. What do you want to do? Alert. Right? Give a message. Right? Alert. What? Whatever the message that was part. EVENT. Event dot detailed. Whatever the message that was there in the event, I'm displaying now. See, this is the way you have to write, guys. Completely different. In programmatically, we have to say add event listener. Whereas in declaratively, we use on keyword, on. In programmatically, we don't use on keyword. There is no on keyword. Otherwise, I'd have said on. What was the event name? The event name was P event. P event equals to handle me. Handle me. On equals to handle me. This used to be when we used to do right declaratively, where we are using an on keyword. We use on keyword in front of it. We use on keyword in front of it. We use an on keyword in front of it. But here, we are not using this on keyword. Last class, go and see, it was all on keyword. This class, no on keyword. Directly we say template dot add event listener. This is the event. Whenever this event is heard, what do you want to do? This dot handle me. Where is handle me? Here is the handle me. You can write any program inside the handle me. Everybody clear what I'm doing? Yes. Programmatically, right? Anybody has any questions?
I got a couple of questions, Rupam.
Tell me. Go ahead first. Okay,
So,
first execute it. Let's see whether it's working or not. Okay.
sure.
We'll first run it and we'll see. Right. So now I have to go. I say Control Shift P. Right. I will say authorize an org. Okay. By the way, first let me close this. Close the tab. Control Shift P. Authorize an org. Rupam. Oh, let it come. Rupam @lt104.com. Password CRM12345 hash. Login. Oh, username password is wrong. RUPM Rupam @lt104.com. password crm1234 hash. Okay, there we go. It ran successfully. I close it, Control Shift P, deploy this to the source org. Right. Next, I go to the second component, parent one, Control Shift P, deploy this source org. Meantime, it deploys. Give me 2 minutes. I'll come back. I'm back here. So it's deployed successfully. Let's go ahead and see whether it works or not. Definitely it will not be working. Definitely it will not work. Right? So login.salesforce.com, it will not work, guys. Okay. Why it will not work, Rupam? Because you have not defined the propagation. In programmatically, everything has to be handled by you. You have to go ahead and you have to listen the event manually. You have to go ahead and tell how this message has to be propagated. You have to tell whether, right, it has to be, right, propagated, right, from top to bottom, bottom to top, left to right. You have to tell that. Unless until you tell, this system is not going to trigger developer console, right? So this is not going to work. However, let's see, right? Rename, Control C. I come here, I open the dummy, LWC dummy, and I say Control S. I say preview. System is now opening up. As soon as I click on fire, see, there is no reaction. No reaction. Parent is not reacting. Parent should display the message, Hi Rupam, because that is what was passed from the child. And who should display? The parent should display. Right? Not working. Why it's not working? Because while dispatching the event, you have to go ahead after the message. You have to use one more bubble. See, bubble, bubbles. Bubbles what? Bubbles equals to true. Bubbling true. Bubbling true. Bubbling true. Bubbling true. Bubbling true is actually enough. Comma. There's a one more. Composed. Composed. True. Bubbling true. Composed true. You have to add these two keywords. This is called event propagation. How the event will be propagated. Once the event is created and dispatched, use bubbling true. That means from bottom to top, from down to up, child, right, to parent. This is the way it has to do. Control S, Control Shift P, deploy this to the source org. Now it will work. Once you put bubbles true, once you put the keyword called bubbles true, right, the event get dispatched and you give the direction, right? The propagation is been defined. Without defining propagation, programmatically, LWC program it doesn't work. Perfect. Now I go ahead, I refresh my Aura component. It says Aura, but actually it's LWC. I click on fire, select. Hi Rupam. Hi Rupam. An event was created. It was dispatched by the child. Parent heard the event and it went ahead and executed the program. So you can write anything inside this parent now. Whatever you write inside the handle, right? You can go ahead. This is parent. And I heard the event. The message was, this is the parent, right? We are in parent only. Yes, tell me, somebody has any questions? Now it's a time for you to go ahead and put a question. Yes. People were saying that they want to ask questions. Yeah. Anybody has any questions? Somebody said that he has a couple of questions. Who's this? Anyone has questions? No? Can you guys hear me? Yes or no? Okay. Somebody was saying that he has a question, right? Who's that? I don't know. Right? Somebody was saying that I have some question, couple of questions. I said, okay, let us execute first and then we'll come back to your questions. What happened? That guy left? I'm not looking at the number of people. Okay, fine. No issues. Anybody has any questions? Guys, able to understand? Able to understand? Yes or no? Everybody able to understand?
Yes, Rupam.
Right? Shall we do one more example with this? Let's do one more example, right? So that it'll be clear. And this time we will take multiple values, we will bubble. Multiple values. I will take the equivalent example what we did in your, right? LWC event, enter employee details. I'll take equal like this, right? So we will do equivalent program. Let's see, right? Same, this program will be performing. So let's do it. Control Shift P, create a Lightning Web component, LWC underscore today's date 0603 underscore EG2 underscore, right? EV event programaticl programmatically underscore child underscore empdetails employee details child, right? Employee details. I'll put the child last underscore C child. Press enter. One LWC got created, right? Let me go ahead quickly. LIGHT lightning card, lightning card, right? Lightning card title equals to EMPLOY employee details details. In this, I will go ahead and I will say lightning input, lightning input label, enter employee name, right? On change, right? NM, NAME, ename, ename, perfect. Control C, employee age, employee, right? Phone, age, phone. Now we'll have a button, button, label, submit, variant, brand, blue color button will come. On click, call me. Control S, copy JavaScript. I'm in the JS module. I will say event. Control V, Control V, Control V. EH, ePhone, call me. Here I have to have a variables, right? NAME name, name, AG age, phone. These are variable, right? Next here, this dot, name, event dot target dot event dot target dot value. This dot age, this dot phone. Perfect. Now it is a time for you to go ahead and create and dispatch an event. How do you do that? This dot dispatch event. Inside this new construct event, right? New custom events, new custom event. What is the event name, right? EVT event name is event employee. Do you have any data along with it? Yes. Curly bracket. Details, detail, not S. You have a multiple values, so again curly, right? Next E, right? What is that, right? EMP name colon whatever the data is available here. This dot, next EMP phone, this dot phone, next EMP, right? Age, EMP age colon this dot age, right? Let me, I know that I cannot show it completely in, okay, let me push it here. Okay, this dot event, new event name is this. In the details, employee name is this dot name, right? Employee phone equals to this dot phone, right? Employee age equals to this dot. Perfect. Now what do you have to do, right? After this all data is done, right, I have to go ahead now, right? I have to add what, you know that I have to add, right, after the detail is done, comma. This is complete detail, right? Let me see, I'm in the detail bracket. Yes, comma, bubble, 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 colon true, comma, composed, colon true. You have to put this, guys. you to put this. Perfect. Control S. Now my child is created. We'll create the parent. We'll create the parent. Right. Control Shift P. Create a Lightning Web component. LWC underscore 0603 underscore EG2 underscore event programmatically underscore e underscore empdetails underscore parent. P. Enter. Enter. What happened? Failed to run. Too much. Okay. Control C. Control Shift P. Create a Lightning Web component. LWC underscore P. Perfect. Lightning Web component was created. I come here. Lightning card title equals to, what is that? employee details entered in child. Let's call the child component. Let's call the child component C hyphen. That's the child component. First I'm calling the child component. Then I'm calling the card. In the card I will say the name entered is employee name. The age, employee age. I'm creating a variable called employee age. After that, what you've taken? Name, age, phone. After each one of them, paragraph tag. Or Control S. Now we will write the event to listen. First thing, you need to use constructor. Constructor. The first line of a construct is super. Next, this dot template dot add event listener. Yeah, what is the event name? What are we dispatched from here? What we dispatch? EVT EMP. Comma. Okay. After the event is out, what do you want to do? This dot READ read me. This dot read me. Where is read me? Now we will write. Oh, this dot. Sorry, why this dot? Read me. readme. Here it is. Here I will declare some variables. I've declared the variables, right? So put those variables. Employee name, employee age, employee phone, there we go. Now what we'll do, right? I will say this dot employee name is equals to event dot detail dot event dot detail dot in the event. What did you give? EMP name. Now I'm receiving the child in the parent. Like this, I'll copy. Employee age, employee phone. Here, EMP phone. Control Z. What happened? Didn't I copied it properly? Control C. Control V. Next, EMP age. Right. Employee phone. Right. What I'm doing. EMP age. Let me see. Employee age. Last is employee phone. Control C. Right. There we go. Done, guys. My whole right. My constructor and the constructor is adding the event. I've added the event. This event. Whenever the event is heard. Right. Whenever the event is heard, readme will be called. Where is the readme? Readme is here. In the readme, what I'm saying, my data in the class, my data in this particular component, these are the variables that I declared. I'm assigning the data that I received from the event. The data that I received from the event. Right, there we go. Now go ahead, deploy it. Deploy to the source org. By the way, guys, tomorrow 8 p.m. as usual. Tomorrow your time is 8 p.m. as usual. Not 7 o'clock. Tomorrow your time is at 8 p.m. as usual. Control Shift P. Now I'm deploying the parent also. Perfect. Right click. Copy. I come to my developer console. I paste it here. So there we go. So you enter a name here. Any name. Are you? Oh, value cannot be read. Undefined. Value cannot be read. We made a mistake. Let's go ahead and check. In the child, we made a mistake. This dot name equals to event dot
I think spanning of target.
Last class also I did the same thing, right? Last class also I did the same thing, right? I remember last class for target I did the same thing.
Yes, Gopal.
And spelling of phone also while dispatching the event. It's phone.
That's okay.
Uh,
Where?
ephone.
Which line? Which line?
While dispatching event.
This
Dispatching
dot
event.
phone equals to phone. Yeah, man. It should be phone, not ephone. Otherwise, the data will not come. Right? Age is age. Age is age. Age is age. Control S. Control Shift P. Deploy the source org. Right? Perfect. Now let's refresh it. Name RUPOM Rupam. Age 37. Phone 888888. Submit. Submit. Nothing has come. Nothing has come. Where's the problem? Let's find the problem. Event is this. Detail, your detail. Let's see, the bubbling is true. Your detail ends here. Perfect. After the detail ends, right? I'm saying bubbles. Bubbles, true. Comma. Bubbles, true. Composed, true. Compose equals true, bubbles, true. Should be good. Control S. Let's come here. Right. Let's see. Super. This dot template dot add in event listener. This is the event name. Right. Comma. This dot readme. This dot readme. Perfect. Readme is here. Okay. Let's see whether it's heard or not. The alert. Event heard. Event HEARD heard. We'll see whether it's able to read the data or not later. First, let us see whether the event is passed or not. Control Shift P, deploy to the source org. If I get this message called event heard, then I'll be rest assured that, okay, the event is heard, the data is not passing. We will fix it. Step by step fixing, right? I just have 4 minutes, guys, right? If I'm able to fix it, fine. Otherwise, we'll fix tomorrow. Or if you get a time, I'll share the code. Do it. Shouldn't be much issues, but anyhow. Enter. Refresh. Name RRR. Employee age 56. Employee phone 666. Submit. See, the event is heard. The only thing is that the data is not coming. That's it. See, event is heard. Whenever you pass an event, the event and data goes. This dot employee name. Okay. This dot employee name. Let us put @track. @track. For that, I'll use a track. @track. All this I'm tracking. Any changes in the data? @track. @track. Perfect. Right. This dot event. Right. Event dot detail. Detail spelling is correct. DETL. EMP name. Go and check here. EMP name. Right. EMP name. EMP phone. EMP age. EMP name. EMP page. Pager. Yeah, right. EMP age. EMP phone. Perfect. This is also correct. Now the only problem that I see could be with this. Okay, let's do one thing, guys. We'll put this bubbling inside. Control S, comma, let's put it bubble true, compose true. Let's see what happens. Control S, Control Shift P, deploy this to the source org. Let me pass along with the data. Right, should be working. It's not a rocket science. Right, employee name RRR, right 56, phone 5678, submit. No, if we put inside right details, it's not passing it. Control X, it should be here. It should be here, right? Anyhow, it should be here. Detail. It should be after this. Detail. That's the detail. After that, bubbling true. This true. Control S. The only problem is this, guys. Now, this bubbling, whatever you're writing, this whole piece. This piece has to be outside the bracket or inside the bracket. Okay, let's see. Okay, Control X, comma. I'll put outside the bracket. No. I'll remove. No. Then both has error. Control Z. It should be inside the bracket. Let me remove. No. Comma. Bubble true, compose true. Bubble true, compose true. Control S. The event is heard. The event is heard. Only thing is that the data we are not able to read. Let us check it out. Right. This dot. Right. Perfect. This dot readme. And here is the readme. Okay, guys, looks like just look on it. Maybe it'll take another couple of more minutes. I'll copy and paste the program and it should be working fine, right? Everybody net to net understood how this is written? Yes or no? Everyone? I'm copying and pasting the right complete program, right?
I think
What happened?
no.
Check it out. If you think, just put it there. It'll work. This is something which we have been done long, so it should be working. I've copied, I'm pasting the program here so that you can go ahead and check. Right? I've done. We'll meet tomorrow at 8 a.m. same time. Right? No change in the time. So thank you. Right? Meantime, just copy and paste the program. Yep. Tell me fast.
Rupam, I have a small question. So in this example, you have used constructor, right? And you are passing the event to constructor. So
correct.
Can I know? I mean, the constructor will be used for the
at the time
creation
of
of
loading. At the time of initialization. At the time of initialization itself, I have to add the event. If you don't add the event at the time of initialization, later, whenever you call the event will not be heard.
But you are passing the event with the click of button, right? So I'm not understanding exactly with the use of constructor when you are passing the event with the help of button.
Okay, where is the event? Where is the event?
It is getting passed. Yeah,
no. Event is in the child. Have I used a constructor in the child? No. When you
Okay.
click the event in the child, parent has to listen. If I
Okay.
don't initialize it at the parent, then how the parent will, I don't know at what time he will click on the child. So I will keep it initialized and I'll keep it ready. That's the reason in
Gotcha.
the parent initializing. Getting it? Not in the child. Got it? Right? Hey guys, thanks. If any doubt, we'll continue tomorrow. No issues, okay? I'll just move on today, right? There's another batch waiting, right? Thank you guys. Have a nice and wonderful day. Bye-bye guys. Take care.